Federal government unveils 6-week gradual plan to reopen the economy. The federal government yesterday unveils plan to restart the economy that has been paralyzed for more than 4 weeks due to measures to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. It also outlined operational guidelines in furtherance of President Muhammadu Buhari's broadcast on Monday to relax the lockdown imposed on the Federal Capital City, FCT, Lagos, and Ogun State from next Monday. The reopening of the economy will be done in phase, spanning a total of 6 weeks and broken into 3 tranches of 2 weeks each. The virus, however, afflicted 196 more persons yesterday, bringing it to 1,728, the total number of confirmed cases in the country. According to the Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC), Lagos recorded 87 new cases, Kano 24, Gombe 18, Kaduna 17, Federal Capital City (FCT) 16, Katsina 10, Sokoto 8, Edo 7, Borno 6, Yobe and Ebonyi and Adamawa recorded 1 each. It said, so far 307 persons have been discharged, while 51 had died. As part of its easement process, the federal government has limited the total operational hours for all commercial banks nationwide starting from Monday to only 6 hours per day from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. All arrivals in Nigeria will now undergo mandatory supervised isolation for at least 14 days. The federal government also announced its decision to purchase 107,000 cartridges to be used in the deployment of the Gene Expert machine already configured for the testing of people for the virus. Also yesterday, the Lagos state government announced the discharge of 49 more patients, just as it has projected that the number of cases in the state will continue to rise until June, when it is expected to slow down. However, the state has placed 4 hotels on standby for conversion to isolation centers to absorb the expected surge. Speaking yesterday in Abuja during the media briefing for the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, the chairman of the task force and secretary to the government of the Federation (SGF), Mr. Boss Mustafa, said the phase reopening of the economy was designed to reduce the pain of socio-economic disruption. He explained that the overnight curfew imposed by Buhari during the broadcast is applicable nationwide from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily, effective from Monday. In line with President's directives in paragraph 38 to 41 of his broadcast, the PTF has developed sector-specific guidelines. The gradual reopening of the economy will span a total of 6 weeks, broken into 3 tranches of 2 weeks each. This phase strategy is designed to reduce the pains of socio-economic disruption while strengthening our public health response, which would ultimately reduce the recovery of our economy and provide succor to the poor and vulnerable. He called for collaboration with the state government, asking them to coordinate market and transport associations to implement the directives of the president. He directed the security agencies to strictly enforce the new measures that had been pronounced by the federal government. The SGF stated that the technical team of public health experts sent by the PTF to Kano had commenced evaluation of the situation in the state. I am pleased to inform you that the operationalization of the laboratories in Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital and Bayero University, Kano, will considerably improve our response to the pandemic in Kano State, he said. Mustafa also said there would be mandatory supervised isolation of persons arriving from outside the country for at least 14 days. He said all state governments' collaboration with security agencies and relevant trade associations had been advised to ensure the strict enforcement of the measures. He tasked the management of various offices, premises, and businesses that will be gradually reopened to ensure fumigation and decontamination and arrangements for physical distancing, as well as to supply of hand sanitizers and washing facilities and enforce the mandatory use of face masks. Minister of Health Dr. Osage Ehanire, at the press briefing in Abuja, said the ministry had ordered for 107,000 cartridges to be used in the deployment of the Gene Expert machine already configured for testing COVID-19. The Gene Expert machine is very useful because it can fast-track testing. We are going to order over 107 cartridges using the Global Fund facility that we have, and if we are able to have the biosafety cabinet for the 26 of them, we can boost the number of Gene Expert machines we have in the country. With this, we can do quite a lot of testing. The good thing about them is they can give you results at a fast rate within 45 minutes to 1 hour, he said. Ehanire added that his ministry is training primary health care (PHC) workers to fight against the pandemic. I am optimistic that significant control of community transmission will be achieved if the capacity of more than 220,000 primary healthcare workers across the 36 states and the FCT, as well as in the communities they serve, are strengthened and supported, he said. The minister listed another pressing urgency as the need to provide and prepare isolation centers and more bed spaces in all states of the Federation to cope with the treatment of COVID-19 patients. Ehanire added that the ministry had completed plans to train intensive care workers for various parts of the country. According to him, the increasing figure of confirmed cases underscored the ongoing community transmission, which is a major challenge and again necessitates a call on all citizens not to take COVID-19 lightly. He said the intervention team sent to Kano State would start work on the outline of providing technical support to the state COVID-19 task force, as well as planning capacity building for frontline workers. He urged the public to practice physical distancing by strictly maintaining a distance of at least 2 meters, 6 feet between people always. He advised that the elderly and anyone with pre-existing medical condition, hypertension, tuberculosis, cancer, chronic respiratory disease, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease should not attend gatherings and should avoid receiving non-essential guests during the pandemic. So my people, that's the news reaching us. Just in case you haven't subscribed, please do press the subscribe button and also give us a thumbs up just to let us know that you appreciate what we're doing to get the news across to yourself. And also, please do give us a thumbs up just to let us know that you do appreciate what we're doing as well. According to the news, the FG unveils 6-week gradual process to reopen the economy. And we know President Muhammadu Buhari gave a speech on Monday, regarding the easing of the lockdown. Here we just listen to all what is being said, the guidelines that's been put together. The first thing they said here is about restricting the banking operations to about 6 hours every day. So, obviously the bank has to think of a way to cope with that and also see how they can help Nigerians in terms of banking and all sort of banking activities. And also they have said that there's a mandatory 14-day quarantine for all arrivals. Yes, that is good as well. But in terms of business people, I'm not sure how how that will really fit into the schedule of business people. Because 14 days is quite a while. And in terms of businesses, it's going to cause a lot of disruption within international businesses. And also in the health area. They have said they were going to order 107,000 gene experts cartridges to fast track testing. That is good. So if we have 107,000 gene expert machine, I don't think there is any need to be quarantined for about 14 days. If we can test and actually gets to know that people are free of the virus or the pandemic, this COVID-19. And also, they are trying to say that they're going to convert hotels to isolation centers. That's absolutely perfect. And the rate of infection, infected persons have increased from 196 to 1,728, with 307 discharged and 51 dead. And unfortunately, this pandemic has really ravaged the whole world. And as the death record recorded in Nigeria is about 51 deaths now. But thank God, 307 has been discharged already. So, my people, that's the news reaching us. That's the that's the updates and highlights for today. Please do leave your comments and let's get discussing regarding this news. Let's see what your take are. We always want you to have your say. Please do leave your comments in the comment section. And just in case, again, you haven't subscribed, please do press the subscribe button and also the notification bell there just to alert you whenever we upload any news. Thank you very much, my people. We do appreciate you coming out here. God bless you until I come your way again. Bye.